I like juicy prints. I like lots of ink on the plate.
Beautiful, right?
I'm Ralph Robinson. I'm a printmaker. I'm a lens-based artist working here at Shepard and Maudsley Studio now. I'm just putting a little bit of this ink mix onto my card, bring that onto the plate, staying well within the boundaries of the plate itself.
Not to the edge.
Not to the edge at this point. So one technique I learned is to then continue to bring that ink closer and closer to the edge and distributing it evenly across the plate in a final little move to get that ink over to the edge. I call it a scallop move. It's just a little rotation of the board. Move any excess that you see building up on the plate. So I have a selection of wiping cloth. This is a Kua wiping cloth. So it's not the standard tarlatan that you might use on a copper plate. You can see and feel this. This is a fairly
Whoa!
material.
That is super soft.
Now, before I actually get into what I would truly call wiping, we do something else with the ink on the plate, and that's kind of force the ink into all those intaglio grooves, passing over every part of the plate. This is the last stage for this piece of cloth. It's close to retirement. Etching, wiping process would be you sort of turn this into a little jellyfish. It's kind of the top of a Portuguese man of war jellyfish, right? The same.
That is the perfect analogy.
Is a fairly tight, small ball of wiping cloth. I'm truly wiping it off the plate. And in between wipes, I will twist off a little bit of ink onto my newsprint. I have a series of cloths of increasing cleanliness.
Gradients of dirtiness in your tarlatans.
I'm now going to do a second wipe. And this time, my cloth is a little bigger. It's a little fluffier. My man of war, just bigger and fluffier.
It gained some weight.
Bigger circles and less pressure. The ideal wipe is somewhere between the second and third. Jellyfish is really fluffy now. It's not going to get very much pressure at all.
I never want to print anything in front of you, Ralph. I'm just going to go hide in my closet and wipe where no one can see me.
So this plate is ready for edge wiping. I just take a small piece of that and I fold it into these sort of long rectangular shapes. I'll right up to the edge of the image and run it across. Careful not to go into the image itself. First wipe, second wipe, third wipe, you start to see a pretty clean piece of paper towel, except the edge itself. I'll just wrap it around my finger a little bit, hit that edge from a perpendicular, and this is again like 3 or 4 passes. There's a remarkable amount of ink that's in that edge. It's annoying, isn't it? This extra time on the wiping, getting this right, it pays off. It really pays off. Take a piece of tissue paper or yellow pages.
Where are you getting yellow pages? Or are these from the 80s?
They still make...
They do? Nothing works as well as those yellow pages.
My sense is that tissue absorbs more ink than the yellow pages. And I like juicy prints. I like lots of ink on the plate. I'll do a very light pass with the yellow pages. I'm putting almost no pressure, and you see really there might be a little bit of ink coming off there. I might use tissue just on the margins because I really want those to be super clean. Because I'm going to bring color to the sky, I don't mind removing a little more ink out of the sky because I don't want it there. So what I usually do is I just kind of put it down very roughly in the middle of the press bed. I take my gloves off, and then I will look to center this plate on the press bed. Top to bottom, left to right. We have a numbered press bed so that what I can do is just compare left to right and get it at the same numerical spot. There's also these really nice lines, red and blue, to help me. And then top to bottom, I'll do the same thing. I'm using the back of my fingernails.
I noticed that. I usually use a pencil, but this seems a lot more sensitive.
I think pencil would be fine. What I don't want to see people doing is using the fleshy part of their fingers, because if I do that, I'll get a fingerprint. Again, it's a proof, so I'm not so fussy at this stage.
Wait, this is not fussy? I don't want to see your version of fussy.
This is my damp pack. I set this up early this morning. Normally, I would damp pack paper for probably 24 hours before printing. But this Hahnemühle copper plate paper is so good. I could even just spritz.
Oh, it's so perfect.
It's really pretty good. I want it to, feel a little bit damp, but have no pools of water. And there is the famous Hahnemühle watermark. Yet one more opportunity to be fussy is centering the print on the paper. I would use a much bigger piece of paper if this were something I was really printing with seriousness.
This is not serious printing, Ralph.
This is half-assed, really.
Oh my God.
Laying the paper down in one nice, even
Point of no return.
tissue. We have just two sheets here. I find the tissue to be a little bit more absorbent and protects the blankets better. All right, the blankets come down. I usually give it a sort of a spiritual, loving touch. This is an electric press. It's fully dedicated to Photogravure. And so all I do is flick this switch, stop it before it goes all the way through, because I don't want to have to reset my blankets. So first I take the blankets off, then the tissue. Wow. Oh my God. It's not bad for a proof. I could have done a little bit better job on some of the margin wiping.
Everybody, this is very half-ass, what he just did.
It's a proof. Maybe the ink color is a little too cool for my taste. I may want to just add some straight black to it.
It's so painterly.
So this is from the southwest coast of Oregon. It's a place called Bandon Beach in the town of Bandon, Oregon. And this particular rock right here is called Wizard's Hat. And I think you can see why they call it that.
It's like Gandalf in Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. Since I'm mixing media, I'm mixing the photogravure with an inkjet. That would be the next step. You see this line?
Oh yeah, where's that from?
It's almost as if I scratched the plate somehow. I'm going to go back to the image and see if it's in the image, but next time when I ink and wipe this plate, I'm going to do an extra special job of taking the ink away from that part of the image.
With the tissue paper?
Yeah. If it doesn't, I may have to remake the plate.
You're not going to clean it. You're just going to run it through the press. Here's the ghost.
Eventually, I need to clean the plate. So I have to have a way to make sure that the paper is going to go down in the right place. I want to just print this lovely blue and yellow sky area. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stroke line around it so I know exactly where to put the plate. And I'm going to print on that textured side. Pressing the pause button. So we have printed the same image twice here, once without a stroke line and once with a stroke line. I want to register to that line because that's where the plate is going to go on top of my inkjet. I flip it over. By taking the plate out, I have those stroke edges exactly where I'm going to need to put the plate down. I simply draw those stroke lines onto my template. Then I'm going to do that on all 4 edges. 5 kilos.
What is that?
I got it online. I don't know, I don't know what they use them for. It's just to hold this down in the right spot. Yeah, it's the envy of all my printmaking colleagues. Cross hatch. All these Sharpie marks I've just made for registration, I put them on the underside. This Sharpie will come off on the paper if it was on this side. When I go to print it, we'll sit right here. This paper will line up on the outside edge. I am going to put tape down, lined up exactly with my Sharpie mark. So I'm looking at these numbers. This edge is at 7 and this one's at 6. So I want to move it more like 6.5. Just tape it down. Move ink from that scratch because it wants to stay in its intaglio position. It is removing ink, and that's a problem because it's going to leave a mark. So what I'm going to do now is go back in with tissue. But it's a great way to remove gloves.
Oh my gosh!
We are centering the plate on the marks that we had prepared for this registration template.
You have to make the inkjet print wet?
Yes. A blanket or a towel so that I may spritz my paper. It lays down just a really nice fine mist.
So you don't soak it?
I don't. Most Asian papers, they will fall apart. I think I'm good. A little bit more, a little bit more, right there. Here we go. Favorite part of the whole process.
Ooh.
Oh, it's stuck.
Oh, but got it. It's stuck to tape. There you are. You're fine.
It's a little off.
Just where? Down just to.
Oh, that one edge.
Yeah.
Beautiful, that. More.
It's amazing how the inkjet in the blue totally changes the way you see the Photogravure image.
Yeah.
It looks warmer. I feel like it looked cooler before. And actually, this looks really cool compared to the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
It totally shifts all the color dynamics.
Well,
That line still torturing you? Is it haunting you?
a little bit.
I know where it is.
Yeah.
It's so ethereal.
Thank you. That's kind of.
Do you feel that? The transparency, even though it's something rocky like that landscape?
Just that sort of slightly otherworldly, ethereal feeling of this beach.